Time now to answer some of your legal questions, and for that, we turn to Fox 26 senior legal analyst Chris Tritico. Let's begin with a question from Cheryl, who writes, in the summer of 2022, the trash collection company in my subdivision sent an email memo stating that there was a new process. All homeowners would get a sticker that would tell the team who was up to date on billing and would get service. In October, I still had no sticker. I emailed and I was told my account had been closed. Turns out my account had not been billed since 2019. During this whole time, I thought it was an automatic payment. Now they want over $900 and claim I am over 90 days past due. This all feels very illegal and like I am being bullied by a company that has poor service. I have not received any bills and was unaware that the automatic payments were not being taken out. I never received any notice from the company until I inquired about my sticker. Do I owe this money?
Well, here's the issue in my view. First, was your trash being picked up the entire time? And if it was, you owe them the money. I don't understand two things. Why they didn't send you a notice that you weren't paying, and how you didn't know that the money wasn't being drawn out of your account. There's two issues there that need to be addressed. And this company, you're right, their service, or at least their billing department, is really messed up. If they picked up your trash for all that time and never took the money out of your account on their automatic billing. So they have a problem here, as well as you have a problem. But I go back to the same thing. If your trash was being picked up, they did a service for you, and you owe them the money. You should sit down with them and work this out. If they didn't do their job and bill you timely, you may be able to come to an accommodation on a reduced fee. But yes, I think you owe them the money. Good luck.
Our next question comes from Tamisha, who writes, I'm signed up with the dashboard service with the UPS, which sends an email that allows the recipient to preview their mail that will be delivered. I received a notification in early February and reviewed my upcoming mail and saw, pardon me, that I received my W-2 from a previous employer. The envelope's window was so large that my personal and sensitive information, including my social security number, was viewable for anyone who came in contact with the envelope. Considering how identity theft is on the rise and this company was simply careless and irresponsible with my personal information, are these grounds for a lawsuit?
I don't think so, unless you can show that your identity was actually stolen and it caused you some damage. So check your, you got me, Jose. Check your credit reports. Check and make sure that someone actually did not steal your identity. Get with your employer or your former employer, I think you said, and let them know what happened so that they can ensure that it doesn't happen to somebody else. Those W-2s generally come with that envelope, and so it's probably just a mistake. But let them know what happened so they can ensure that it doesn't happen to somebody else. But I really don't see a lawsuit here unless your identity was actually stolen. Good luck.
Our final question comes from Kelly, who writes, on January 20th, 2023, my family attended my daughter's basketball game at Bellville High School. Toward the beginning of the second quarter, my husband was harassed by the Wharton athletic director and was kicked out of the game. While my husband was being escorted out of the gym by 3 police officers, my son encountered the AD, and during that time, the AD physically assaulted him. The AD has had my son suspended from school and removed from Wharton High School athletics. He is devastated, stressed, and depressed. Baseball is his favorite sport. Just last year, he received Newcomer of the Year. I have had meetings with the school and district leaders. I want my son to play baseball. This is not the first time an incident like this has happened in WISD. This has to stop.
There's several things that you can do on this situation. First is you can file a grievance within the school district and take that all the way up to the board and argue, and there's a bullying policy, and file it under the bullying policy and take that all the way to the board and see if the board will then give you some relief. Going to the board the way you did is just talking in the public section of the board meeting, and they cannot act on that. So file a bullying grievance and take that up. The next thing you can do is file a complaint against the athletic director with the State Board for Educator Certification. and you can file that complaint online through the Texas Education Agency webpage. File that complaint. You can do it yourself, and they can take action. They can sanction his teacher certificate all the way up to and including revoking it. That's your best tool. The last thing you can do is file a complaint with the Department of Education and file a Title IX complaint and see if they will help you out. That's your hardest tool, because I'm not sure they'll really get involved. But use those first two and see if you can get some relief for your son. It's a terrible thing to go through, and I wish you the best. Good luck.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Now, if you want to send Chris your legal questions, just go to our website, fox26houston.com. You can find Chris's segments under the Morning News tab. And as always, for any specific information and advice, contact an attorney of your choice. Stay with us. We'll be right back.